and welcome to the morning devotional. I'm Pastor Michelle. Today we continue to read Jeremiah. We're starting in chapter 39. In the 9th year, in the 10th month of Judah's king Zedekiah, Babylon's king Nebuchadnezzar and his entire army came against Jerusalem and surrounded it. In the 11th year of Zedekiah, on the 9th day of the 4th month, they broke through the city walls. Then all the commanding officers of the king of Babylon, Nergal, Sharzir, Shamagon Nebu, Shashim, the king officer, Nergal Sharzir, the field commander, entered it and took their places in the middle gate with the rest of the officials of the king of Babylon. When Judah's king Zedekiah and his troops saw them, they tried to escape at night through the royal gardens and the gate between the two walls towards the desert plain. But the Babylonian army chased them down and caught Zedekiah in the plains of Jericho. They arrested him and brought him before Babylon's king Nebuchadnezzar at Riblah in the land of Hamath. There the king put him on trial. The king of Babylon slaughtered Zedekiah's children at Riblah before his very own eyes, and the king of Babylon slaughtered all the officials of Judah. Then he gorged out Zedekiah's eyes, bound him in chains, dragged him off to Babylon. The Babylonians burned down the royal palace and the houses of the people, and they destroyed the Jerusalem walls. Nebuzaradan, the captain of the special guard, rounded up the rest of the people who were left in the city, including those who had defected to the Babylons, and deported them to Babylon. But Nebuchadnezzar, the captain of the special guard, left some of the poorest people in the land of Judah. He gave them vineyards and fields at the time. Babylon's king Nebuchadnezzar gave orders concerning Jeremiah to Nebuzaradan, the captain of the special guard. Find Jeremiah and look after him. Don't harm him, but do whatever he asks from you. So Nebuzaradan, the captain of the special guard, Nebuzaradan, the chief officer, Nergal Sharzar, the field commander, and all the commanders of the king of Babylon sent orders to release Jeremiah from the prison quarters. They entrusted him to Gedaliah, Alkalem's son, and Shapham's grandson, so that Jeremiah could move about freely among the people. The Lord's word came to Jeremiah when he was still confined to the prison quarters. Go and say to Ebed Melech, the Cushite, that the Lord of heavenly forces, the God of Israel, proclaims, I'm about to fulfill my words concerning this city for harm and not for good. You will witness it for yourself on that day, but on that day, declares the Lord, I will rescue you. You won't be handed over to those you dread. I will defend you. You will not die in battle. You will escape with your life because you trusted me, declares the Lord. Jeremiah received the Lord's word after Nebuzaradan, the captain of the special guard, had released him from Ramah. He had been bound in chains there, along with all of the other detainees from Jerusalem and Judah who were being sent off to Babylon. The captain of the special guard located Jeremiah and said to him, The Lord your God declared that a great disaster would overtake this place. Now the Lord has made it happen. He has done just as he warned, because all of you have sinned against the Lord and haven't obeyed him. That's why this has happened to you. But I'm setting you free from the chains in your hands. If you would like, come with me to Babylon, and I'll take care of you. If you would rather not come with me, that's fine too. Now the whole land lies before you. Go wherever you want. If you decide to remain here, stay with Gedaliah, Ahim's son, and Shaphan's grandson, the Babylonian appointee in charge of the cities of Judah. Stay with him and the people he rules, or go wherever you want. Then the captain of the special guard gave him ample provisions and let him go. Jeremiah went to Gedaliah, Ahim's son, and at Mishpah and stayed with him and the people who remained in the land. Some of the army officers and their troops were still hiding out in the countryside when they heard that the king of Babylon had appointed Gedaliah, Achim's son, over the region, responsible for the men, women, and children who were the poorest in the land and who hadn't been deported to Babylon. So they went out to meet Gedaliah at Mizpah. Ishmael, Nethanion's son, Jonanan, and Jonathan, Kareah's son, Shariah, son of Tanhelem, and the sons of Ephi the Netophathite, Jezanan, son of the Machanite, and their troops. Gedaliah, Achim's son, and Shaphan's grandson, firmly assured them all, "Don't be afraid of serving the Babylonians. Remain in the land, serve the king of Babylon, and all will go well for you. But me, I will stay at Mizpah, so I can speak on your behalf when the Babylonians arrive. But you, settle down in the towns you have taken. Harvest the grapes, the summer fruits and figs, and then store them in your containers." In the same way, all the Judeans living in Moab, Ammon, Edom, and in other countries heard that the king of Babylon had left a few people in the land, and that he had put Gedaliah, Achim's son, and Shaphan's grandson in charge of them. So they left the places where they had been scattered and returned to the land to Gedaliah at Mizpah. There they gathered large amounts of grapes and summer fruits. Johanan, Kareah's son, and all the army officers in the countryside approached Gedaliah at Mizpah and said to him, "Are you aware that King Baalis of Ammon has sent Ishmael, Nethanion's son, to kill you?" But Gedaliah, Achim's son, wouldn't believe them. So Johanan, Kareah's son, met with Gedaliah secretly at Mizpah and said to him, "Let me go and kill Ishmael, Nethanion's son, so no one needs to know about this matter. Otherwise, he'll kill you, and all the Judeans who have gathered around you will be scattered, and few who are left will perish." So Gedaliah, son of Achim, told Johanan, Kareah's son, "Don't do such a thing, for what you are saying about Ishmael is wrong." That concludes our reading for this morning. A lot of history in this particular portion of the reading this morning. And sometimes we like to skip over these parts because the names are difficult or nearly impossible, and we're just not sure what the relevance is. But the history is important to know where he's been and with whom and why. And so I encourage you to remember your history this morning. I pray that God continues to put a vision and guidance for you. I pray that you remember to invite God into the throne of your heart this morning. And I pray that you have a great day. Bye.